stuffed animal. This happened 6 years ago. I was 18 years old at the time, and I was dating a girl. Her name was Naomi. She liked cute things and often bought stuffed animals. While on a date one day, Naomi fell in love with a teddy bear that was displayed in front of a secondhand store and wanted it very badly. She thought it was the most adorable stuffed animal she had ever seen. Honestly, I'm the type of person who doesn't like buying used dolls. It's scary to have something in your possession that you have no idea who possibly owned it before you. I told Naomi that the teddy bear is used, but she ended up buying it, saying that it doesn't matter whether it's a used or new stuffed animal. She seemed to really like it and was in a good mood all day. From the next day onwards, Naomi stopped contacting me. No phone calls nor messages. I thought it was strange since we had been in touch every day before that, so I became worried and went to Naomi's parents' house. Naomi's mother answered the door. Nervously, I introduced myself. "Hello, my name is Kenta, and I'm dating Naomi. Is Naomi here?" When I said that, the mother looked a little troubled and sad, then slowly started speaking. "Naomi is in her room, but she suddenly started acting strange recently, so I don't think she's in any condition to meet you." The mother continued saying, "For some unknown reason, Naomi is always shivering and scared of something. She has no appetite and doesn't even eat. She starts screaming in the middle of the night. I took her to the hospital, but the doctor doesn't know what's causing her strange behavior." I felt a sense of fear as the mother spoke quietly, but for some reason I thought that the teddy bear was the culprit. I don't know why, I just thought that it was. Especially since Naomi stopped calling me from that day we bought the teddy bear. So I asked again and again if I could meet Naomi. The mother reluctantly agreed. I went straight to Naomi's room. I found her in the corner of the room, frightened by something. Naomi. When I said that, Naomi, who was frightened, suddenly became violent and threw a box of tissues, a book, and other things at me. When Naomi's mother heard the noise, she rushed to the room, and we both somehow managed to restrain Naomi and calm her down. But at that time, to be honest, I was not concerned so much about Naomi, but that the teddy bear that was on Naomi's desk was red all over. My intuition told me, "Oh no." That's what I thought. I took the stuffed animal and ran straight to a nearby temple. The moment I arrived at the temple's entrance, I felt a severe pain in my right hand that was holding the teddy bear, and when I looked at it, the bear's mouth turned into a human-like mouth. It was laughing with its mouth wide open. I was so scared that I passed out. When I woke up, I was in the hospital. Apparently, the people at the temple found me and called an ambulance. This is what they told me later. It was said that that stuffed animal was possessed by a strong living spirit and had enough power to do extreme harm to its previous owner. The person at the temple took it to a famous shrine, and it is still being kept there. Since then, Naomi has become mentally ill and is currently making frequent trips to the hospital. Since then, I've been afraid to buy anything secondhand. Everyone, please be careful about purchasing any secondhand items. Bad dream about the future. One day, I had a very bad dream. In my dream, I was in the hospital, and there were two gentlemen named Mr. Yamada and Mr. Tanaka in the same room. The two of them were very good friends, but I somehow could not be included in the group and felt left out. I usually just lied in my bed listening to their conversations in our shared hospital room. While I was watching the two of them talking, Mr. Yamada suddenly collapsed and passed away. At that moment, I woke up. I said to myself, "What a bad dream. I feel so tired and anxious now." While I was thinking about this with slight headache, My girlfriend I was dating at the time came to my house. She worked as a nurse, and when she worked night shifts, she would always come to my house in the morning and then go to work in the evening. To be honest, I felt moody because of the dream, and I was thinking, I'm glad she came over to my apartment at this moment. She must have noticed I looked pale and asked, "Are you okay?" Then I told her about the dream I just had. When I told her in detail about what I saw in the dream, she told me that one of the patients she was taking care of was Mr. Yamada. I thought it was a great coincidence and told her the characteristics of Mr. Yamada that I had seen in my dream. I asked, "Does Mr. Yamada have 2 moles next to his right eye?" I of course thought she would answer, "No." As soon as I asked that, I could see her face turn pale. "Do you mean he really does have 2 moles, and next to his right eye?" When I said that, she nodded silently. I never expected something like this. It can't be. I desperately tried to convince myself that it was just a coincidence. But the next day, the person she was in charge of, Mr. Yamada, passed away from a heart attack. Mr. Yamada was originally hospitalized for a minor surgery and was expected to be discharged in a few days. To be honest, I was a little scared, but since I had never met him before, I slowly forgot about the dream a week later. But a few days later, I had the same dream again. However, it was not Mr. Yamada who passed away in the dream, but Mr. Tanaka this time. Mr. Tanaka had trouble breathing and collapsed, and right at that moment, I woke up from my dream. Another bad dream. I again had an unpleasant feeling, and I was very scared. I did not want to ask my girlfriend, but I just had to know. I had to find out if there was a Mr. Tanaka also. I waited for her to come to my apartment, and about 2 hours later, she came, and I immediately told her about my dream. Her face immediately turned pale, even more than the first time. The name of the person who was in the same hospital room as Mr. Yamada was Mr. Tanaka. When I talked about his facial features again, they all matched. She and I got scared and decided to convince ourselves that this dream and her actual experience did not ever occur. I was hoping I would not hear about any terrible news about Mr. Tanaka. But the next day, when she went to work, she found out that Mr. Tanaka had passed away. He had a sudden heart attack that night and passed away. I've had 2 terrible dreams about someone passing away. Will these dreams occur in the future again? And why do complete strangers pass away in my dreams? Why did I see the dreams and not my girlfriend? I still don't know why. Even now, several years later, I am filled with fear, thinking what would happen if I had a similar dream again.